What's up, guys? Welcome to
Hi.
this. Oh my gosh, I already almost fucked that up.
The Swollemates podcast.
With Joe
And Alyssa.
and episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2 already.
How's it feel to be here? Episode 2.
Feels good.
Now, by this point, we're hoping that episode 1 hit 1,000 views and we have 100 YouTube subscribers. That was the goal. So we'll know in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks if that happens. So we're recording these early. Like
We are.
I'm like horrible with procrastination. And so my goal was like, I want to get these podcast episodes done early.
I agree.
So like these shirts that we're wearing right now have not dropped yet. But by the time this is out, we'll have already sold out.
Already, yeah,
They're already going to be sold out. No way.
Yes.
But honestly, I love this. This shirt is like
Me
one
too.
of my new
This
favorites.
is like my favorite color, my favorite shirt
Yeah,
from the job.
exquisite. I love the colors. Like such a vibe.
This was itching.
Yeah. Well, we had a super full day just shooting with Inaka.
So stressful. I'm so tired. I've not slept the past couple of days, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, she hasn't. But
Having new boobies is not fun.
But
as of right now.
Okay, wait.
As of right now.
hang on. Let's clarify that. Not fun for you, fun for me.
Oh my gosh. It's not fun just because the way I have to sleep. I'm a side sleeper. Sleeping side, like on my side, is like so comfy. But like sleeping on your back inclined is like the most uncomfy thing ever.
Is uncomfy a word?
I don't know, but I think I just made it a word.
I think you did. You have the power to do that.
I do.
This is our podcast. We can do whatever the
Right.
fuck we want.
True.
Okay, so heavily requested topic that I definitely wanted to go over was how'd you get into fitness?
So I've always been into fitness because like my mom, like
Your mom goes to college.
what?
Have you never seen Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes, I have. Okay, he has this thing where he like quotes movies, and I just can't. Like, I watch a movie and I'm not like, oh my god, I remember every single line from a movie. It's just like, oh, I watched a movie, you know.
But then, what's the point of watching a movie if you don't use those lines or like be like, oh, like compare a memory that you have to like something in a movie?
I don't know. I feel
Like,
like that's just like a homeschool thing.
You fall asleep most of the time we watch movies, so
If they're boring, yes, I do.
so you seriously didn't know where that movie quote was from?
No, I didn't.
I should have said it more in the voice. That probably would have made it better. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, go on. Your mom. What about?
Anyways, she was like always into fitness and stuff. So she would always like drag me to the gym. And then she kind of got into like bodybuilding for like a little bit, but like old school like bodybuilding.
Your
like,
your mom's badass.
She's strong. She's strong as fuck.
Your mom's kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
She's really nice, but yeah, she's kind of.
She's nice, but like I wouldn't fucking cross her.
Then there's me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got into it from her. But it wasn't like really anything like serious. It was just like me like working out, enjoying it. But then I think I want to say like before COVID even happened. So what was that, like 2020? 2021?
Well, let's see. COVID happened early 2020. We probably
Yeah.
can't say that word. Let's just call it the C word. Watch us get banned on YouTube or something.
We can't say that word.
I don't know. I'm not trying to fuck things up. Oh my god. I keep cussing. Good thing we can bleep these out. We'll just bleep out the C word.
Okay.
So anyway,
So
before
it
the
was
bid,
like, yeah, before that. So it was like January, New Year, whatever.
New
I think
year,
it was
new me.
2020
New year, new me.
because we met
mid 2020.
July 2020.
Yeah, July 2020.
Yeah. So this was like before COVID had happened. Is when I kind of got into it, like post breakup, whatever.
Post breakup glow up queen.
Except I was a freaking cardio bunny. Like, I looked disgusting. I looked so gross. I look back and I'm like, what were you doing? Why, Alyssa? Because I would literally like work out twice a day and then do cardio twice a day, every single day. And I like literally would never have like a rest day, like maybe one day, but that was it. So I did not look healthy at all. I looked very frail.
Let's not mention the fact that you used to do Herbalife.
Yeah.
For anyone that's not familiar with what Herbalife is, let me give you a rundown. So you basically
Can we even say that word too?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Okay, Herbalife is not like, it's not, I don't even know. I'm going to get so frustrated talking about this.
Let's not even explain it. Everyone knows what it is. Everyone literally knows what it is.
Not necessarily. Basically, Herbalife teaches you to replace meals with meal replacement shakes. These like shakes that they make healthy that are just loaded with just bullshit, and they just absolutely destroy someone's metabolism.
That was
destroy your hormones. They destroy just like everything. Like
I'm pretty sure my I can't say it. Visceral. Sounds so foreign to say that for some reason. You guys already know I freaking struggle to speak English, and it's the only language I know. It's so sad. Anyways, I'm pretty sure mine was like at 1. Which is like
you didn't say anything. You just said my visceral. You mean visceral fat?
Fat, yeah.
Okay, well, you didn't say that.
It's because like I knew you know what I was talking about, but then I totally forgot I'm talking to like other people. So.
We're talking to potentially a lot of people.
I know.
On here.
I forgot. Yeah.
Keep
so like mine was like at 1, so I was just like
one Kit Kat, like
1%.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Units, babe.
Oh my gosh.
You would not make it in nursing school or med school. No. Come on, we've been watching Grey's Anatomy every night for the last 3 months.
I'm like 1 epi. They're like, of what? I'm like,
it's not 1 epi. It's push 1 of epi. Oh, see, this is why you need to like pay more attention to like the movies that we watch, so you can reciprocate these movies. Like if someone has a heart attack in front of you, are you gonna be able to like jump up there and be like, push 1 of epi and get down and start doing compressions?
No, I'm gonna let them be. And call 911. Do I look like a nurse?
You watch Grey's Anatomy. Come on now.
I'm pretty sure if they die, you can be held accountable.
No, it's actually
yes, you can.
No, it's the Good Samaritan law. If you're doing everything within your intention.
No, because like I remember one time my mom was like in a hotel gym working out. She's a freak. And like someone was like on the treadmill next to her, and like they just like fainted. Like they were having a heart attack.
So like,
and then like her and like there was other people in the gym. Luckily there was a doctor in the gym, but they were like trying to help this person. Well, then later on, once that person left, they grabbed like my mom and like the other witnesses or whatever, and had to take them into a conference room, and they had to sign like all these legal documents.
Well, like so there's like a Good Samaritan law, which is something that protects you. It protects you from like if you don't know better and you're just helping out, then it actually kind of protects you. Where it gets confusing, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure where it gets confusing is like you know how to properly do something and you don't do it properly.
Yeah, but if you're not like if you're not a doctor and you're trying to act like a doctor, like it's like,
well, like if someone's dying, you're gonna try and help them.
Well, I mean,
like okay, that's the thing. Let's just take a scenario. Let's just, because this is gonna make me mad that you don't know this. Let's just take a scenario. Someone's choking.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and be like, call 911. Let's wait 20 minutes.
Okay, obviously you can help someone that's choking. But if it's like if someone gets hit by a car and they're bleeding.
Well, what do you do?
Call 911.
No, compressions.
Ask if there's a doctor.
No, like
is there a doctor around?
No, like you like apply pressure. Apply pressure to the wound.
Where?
On whatever's bleeding.
Anyways, how did we get from
I don't
my
know.
fitness
I'm sorry.
journey? You just go way out of topic all the time.
So yeah.
Anyway, so that's how I got into my fitness journey, and then I was like, I need to stop like going to the gym every single day, doing cardio every single day, and then also I was vegan too, so that was just like.
You were just a whole suitcase of bad problems.
Man, I was just hopping from diet to diet.
Hot mess for sure.
Yeah.
Now, question: did you ever work out with your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Swolemate. So I'm not your only swolemate.
I mean, he wasn't really my swolemate, but I would work out with him.
How do we classify a swolemate? Because
That's a good question.
That is a good question. And I mean,
obviously, if like you go on a gym date with like someone that you're talking to, that's not a swolemate because it's just like a fling, unless you actually end up like dating.
So what do we classify? So a swolemate. Let's classify it so that everyone kind of knows, because we can't just throw that term around lightly.
That's true.
A swolemate is like, it's not just because there's a gym crush And like a swolemate is different than a gym crush.
Yeah.
So a swolemate is someone that like someone you're in love with, that you try and reach goals.
Hopefully you did not hear that. I just had to announce it in case they did hear me burp. Because
I was
like
literally
okay.
I had a train of thought and you just
Continue.
ran through it. How am I supposed to continue? You just made me lose my train of thought.
I don't remember what you're talking about either because I
Exactly.
was so focused on my burp.
I'm pissed.
Anyways, a swolemate is classified as.
No, you don't even know because you weren't
Yeah,
listening.
you were like, a swolemate is classified as.
As what?
Obviously, you have your gym crush. And then you have. That's why I burped.
It took you that long? Anyway, okay. Are you going to let me finish?
Yes.
Okay. A swolemate is someone that you're in love with that you. I'm going to kill you.
Bedroom.
What?
Nothing. Anyways, continue.
Okay. Can you.
Soulmate is someone you love.
You're making me mad.
I'm sorry.
I'm fuming right now. Who gave you caffeine?
You.
Okay, so a soulmate is someone that you love, that you're trying to reach goals with together. And I think that those goals, definitely gym being one of them, and not just like gym, but just bettering yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, because like that's all part of it. Like we use the gym as therapy for that, right? We use the gym as therapy for, to let out, physical stress, to let out mental stress, and to let out emotions, right? So I think that a swolemate is someone that's there helping you do all those things, someone that's there to support you, to push you, to motivate you. I think that it's all those things. I think that it's not just, oh, we go work out together, so we're swollemates. It's like, no, because there's, like, for the example with you, like you went and worked out with your ex. I used to work out with my ex, but it wasn't the same. It was kind of like,
it definitely was not the same at all.
it was like we were there working out, but like kind of doing our own thing. But like,
I mean, we do that now too.
But like the way that we do ours is, and I think that's what makes this different, is like when we're there, it's not just like pushing each other to like get that last rep or whatever. It's like pushing each other to a limit and a potential that we both know that each other is capable of.
Yeah.
So like, no, like we're pushing each other and stuff like that, but we're motivating each other and making content together and stuff like that.
I feel like it's like,
it's different.
what you're trying to say is like, it's not only like growing inside of the gym, but also outside of the gym.
Okay. I think a good way to put it is like, just because you work out with, or like just because some random person spots you, that doesn't make them your gym bro. Right, your gym bro is that person that like you go.
That spots you.
Yeah, exactly. That your gym bro is that person that you go, that you vibe with, that you lift with, that you push each other with, that you do all that stuff. So the swolemate is the exact same thing. It's just a male female type of thing. Well, I mean, actually, it can be male.
Either or, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying, like a swolemate is someone that's like, you guys are. It's a different connection. It's a different connection because it's like you're pushing each other out of love and out of respect for each other, and not just like out of, because I feel like with a gym bro, it's kind of like out of competition.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I've had a gym bro. So it's hard to kind of like say, but I definitely think it's just a different vibe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you were a cardio bunny
Yes.
in January, pretty much up until like you met me in July.
No, because even before I met you, I had put on a lot of like healthy weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't as
You were
small.
deadlifting. You were deadlifting a lot when we met, huh?
Yeah, and I was curling more than you.
You really had to bring that up, didn't you? Okay,
I mean,
hang on. Listen.
Okay, was my form the best with curling 30s? No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. But that's the thing is,
But now my form is
your form's
spectacular.
Yeah, you have big biceps, and I think you definitely give me a run for my money.
Biceps and delts during prep, like you would be so mad. Like I would just be walking around. I'd have a refeed, and he's like, "Oh my God, your traps and delts are so big for no reason." And I'm just like,
and she'd sit there and be like, well, "I'm small."
I feel
Shut
so
the fuck
tiny.
up.
Yeah,
All the time. Body dysmorphia. We hate that.
for real.
Now, okay. So anyway, so then you met me, and then what was gym life like after that?
After that, it was like completely different because you were going through your prep.
Well, so I think what really got us connected, like as swolemates, is um, I came down to compete in October 2020 for summer shredding,
Yeah.
and I wanted you to come with me, and I wanted you to like experience that with me, and you wanted to be a part of that in the future, and so then us competing together and like having that set goal in mind of like, yo, let's both step on stage and like pushing each other to that. That's what really made the difference. That's what was the swolemate icing on the cake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it was like, we're not just going to the gym just to go to gym or whatever. It was like, we had a goal, and like, we still do, like, we still have that goal in mind of like, okay, hey, here's where we want to go. Here's what we want to be, and pushing each other to that in and out of the gym. Right. So like, it's not just about getting that last rep just to get that last rep. It's like getting that last rep to be a fucking champion. It's like, push yourself now, because don't wait until you're a champion to be a winner, right? Start winning now. Like, start pushing yourself now. Start getting out of your comfort zone now. And so, like, I know that's something that Alyssa and I do a lot, is like, she's an introvert. She like does not.
But like I can be very like social at times.
It
takes me a while to like warm up to like people, because like I'm an observer, so I have to observe like what type of like atmosphere it is and like environment it is. And then I'm like, oh, okay, then I'm like, okay, I can be comfortable. I can, do this, say this. Because you never know with people. Some people like can be so offensive to like certain things.
I feel like I feel like when we first met, you were like really, really like open to like you didn't have any like, you'd look at someone and be like, oh, okay, and just kind of like doing their own thing. But at the time when we met, I was very judgmental. And I think I rubbed that onto you. I was very much like,
I'm not really judgmental though.
Well, I wouldn't say that you're judgmental, but I would say that like you definitely just kind of like, you kind of just stick to yourself and like, and stuff like that. But like, I'm definitely someone that I'm like, let's go make friends. Like, let's go talk to people. Let's do this. Let's do that.
I'm fine with making friends.
Well, no, like I know you are, but I'm saying like when we go meet people at the gym, I'm the one that usually starts the conversation.
That's because you like to chit chat. Like me, I'm like, all right, I'm here at the gym. I'm in, out, workout. And I feel like I developed that from being in prep, because like our preps were like completely different. Like for me, it was like all or nothing. Like this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna go to the gym, talk to everyone. Like I'm there to work. And I also feel like, Nick embedded that in me, because when I first signed up with him, I wasn't necessarily like taking it serious. I was like, oh, like this is what I'm doing. I'm here to work out. And he saw that in like my training videos and was like, no, like if you want to fucking win, you need to be in the gym. You need to like work hard and then leave. Like I don't know. I feel like that's why I am the way I am in the gym. It's like I'm just there to like do my thing and then leave. But then like after my workout, or even if people come up to me to talk to me, I'll talk to them. I'm not gonna be like, headphones on, don't talk to me.
No, but you're definitely a lot more serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely a lot more serious when it kind of comes to that. So we're totally different personalities when it kind of comes to that. Like you're definitely a lot more like, go in, get it done. Like, let me do my thing. And I'm very much like, let me help you. Like, let's do this together. Let's do that. So that's kind of where the difference is. So like, even when we work out together, we have to, we can't, like we can work out together, but at the same time too, like we have to stay in each other's, like stay in our own lanes. Yeah. Like, and that's kind of just more of like a mutual respect type of thing. Like her goals are a little bit different than mine. And we're both very like strong-willed, like personalities, like just strong personalities in general. So like, I don't spend the whole workout trying to like fix her form, and she doesn't do the same to me. Like we push each other when we need it. Yeah. And we encourage each other when we need it. And just like, we know what each other's like limit is and stuff like that. And, I think that's kind of where it comes from. But anyway, we keep getting off topic. So anyway, so yeah, you met me, I did my show, and you signed up with Nick in January of 2021, right?
It was December.
Yeah. And like your transformation from like starting with Nick to like your prep was insane.
It was.
So like realistically, you've only been lifting for like
a year and a half.
Like a year. No, 2 years.
2 years?
Well, I mean, if you started January 2020, it's 2022.
It's a year.
That's 2 years.
We just entered 2022.
So if
it'll be 2 years in December.
No, I'm saying you started taking fitness more seriously in January 2020. That's what you said before we met.
So confused.
Okay, you signed up with
I signed up with Nick December of 2021.
So yeah,
wait,
so
2020.
2021.
Right?
No, December 2020. January. Oh my gosh,
I'm so confused now.
This is okay. You've been working with Nick for a year.
Yes, I've been working with Nick for a year.
That's so much simpler.
It'll be 2 years in December is what I'm trying to say.
What's your experience been like, getting a lot more serious, like into the gym? Do you think that it's helped you? I mean, obviously, we wouldn't be sitting right here right now if you hadn't, to be honest.
Yeah, we wouldn't. Honestly, I feel like it's helped me a lot, but it also has its setbacks for sure. Like, for me, it helped me in like my training intensity and stuff, and like taking it more seriously, and not just like getting on my phone, being on social media, and in between sets, or just like taking my time, having like 2 to 3 hour workouts. It definitely helped me be like, okay, get in, get out. I know obviously like how strong I am, but I feel like it has its setbacks in like this is just how I am. I'm very like fixated on things. So like when I'm so passionate about something, I get like so fixated and caught up in it that it, like prep kind of like consumed my life. Like it was like do all or die. Like this prep is all I have.
Yeah, it was stressful.
And it consumed me for sure. And then like being fixated in that, and also like my food and, like meal timing, all that stuff. I feel like that was kind of like the setback for me at least.
Yeah, you like prep for you was definitely like prep just in general is fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good experience that like people that want to take fitness to like the next level, I think that's something that everyone should do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time too, like, yeah, it's intense. Like it's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone.
And there's a reason why there's first and second place.
Yeah.
Right? Because the people that are getting first, people that are taking it all, are like the ones that are like, they're going in the gym, they're not getting distracted, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And at the same time too, like being shredded sucks.
It does.
Being shredded is overrated. Like honestly, like because everyone's kind of like getting shredded right now. Like, there's a bunch of influencers at the gym and friends that we have and stuff like that are like cutting down and they look lean and they look good and stuff like that. But at the same time too, like, man, it's a hassle. Like when I was shredded for the show, like all I wanted to do was eat, and I was so fixated on food, and it was horrible.
You're like a dog. Like as soon as it's like time to eat, it's like bam, you're starving.
And like, there's this misconception that like being shredded is all like super wonderful. Like you're tired, you're tired, you're exhausted, it's a mess. Like you get into like a routine, and getting out of that routine is just frustrating. Like you can't, you
literally can't break your routine, because as soon as like you break your routine, bam, all your energy is gone.
Yeah, routine is and structure is very important. But
yeah.
Anyway, well, yeah, no, that's how Alyssa got started. Now I got started a little bit before, quite a bit before her. Mm-hmm. Well, you did cheerleading in high school, right?
I did, yeah.
That's not a sport, though.
It is a sport.
Says who?
Says me.
You make the rules now?
I do.
All
my cheerleaders are going to watch this and be very disappointed in you. Everyone unfollow him for saying that.
No. Well, like, why?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
No, like, I want you to explain why you think it's a sport.
I feel like it's mental. Like, you know how prep is mental? Cheerleading is freaking mental. It is so hard. I don't even know how I did that in high school. How I freaking would stay up late doing homework and then had to go to cheer practice. Like, I remember, I'm thinking was it spring break? I don't remember when state was, but I'm pretty sure it was for spring break. I never even got to enjoy spring break. I don't even know what a spring break is because I had to be at practice.
Well, I don't doubt that it's like intense and stuff like that, but like at the same, like, I don't know. When I think sport, I think something like soccer, basketball, football, something like that. Like even golf, like to me, golf is not a sport. It's a hobby.
No, it's a sport.
Yeah, it's a sport, but like
tennis is a sport.
But tennis is a lot more like physically demanding.
So is golf. Like then people like you mean to tell me you could be Tiger Woods?
It's a lot more technical.
No, like
it's
a sport is like
technical.
something you have to train for. You're not just like good at it.
Okay, so would you call esports a sport?
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Video games?
Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, if you have to train for it.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, yeah, technically it's a sport, but it's not a sport.
He's like, technically it's a sport, but not
like
a sport.
defined by American
Anyways,
culture.
Go back to your
okay
story.
Anyway. Yeah, so I played soccer in high school.
It's not a sport. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, let's not get into that. But yeah, so I played soccer in high school. I thought that I could play basketball, but I'm horrible at basketball. I played street ball. I played 1-on-1. I went out to play basketball. I went out to play basketball like once for the high school, and I got my ass handed to me. That was horrible experience. But yeah, so I played basketball, no bueno, and I couldn't make varsity. The 3 years that I tried out for soccer, I couldn't make varsity. I was like not good at soccer. I mean, like I was good. I was a good place marker. Okay. I was someone that you would put in to give another player rest, but that's about it. Like I wasn't a star in the field, but like I'd give the star player like his 5-minute water break and then I'd come back off. That was basically me. So, you know, I since I couldn't make, you know, varsity, I started training with my brother-in-law in the garage, and like my sister and my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, he's a Olympic lifter, so he's really good at like what he does, and he's the one that taught me. And like we worked out together 3 times a week in the garage. We'd squat, bench, deadlift, shoulder press, and then I think it was bent over rows. Those are the 5 movements that we did, and we just rinsed and repeat Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It was literally 5x5 on everything. It was basic, but it worked. I mean, like I did it so. I mean, it doesn't, you know, like it doesn't matter what you do in the gym. It's just like you can do anything that you really want to. It's consistency, like long-term consistency. Like the people that lose weight doing CrossFit, that's because they do it for, you know, consistent amount of time. People that lose weight just doing cardio, it's because they do it for a consistent amount of time and they like track their stuff. So, you know, I did, you know, I worked out in my brother's garage, and then I got into CrossFit because it was like going to help me with soccer. And then, you know, it was CrossFit. It wasn't like
CrossFit boy.
It was like, I kind of had fun with it, but like at the same, it was like so tiring.
Yeah. I
like
tried
CrossFitters are intense.
I don't like running, you see, and the fact that you have to like lift and then run just threw me off.
Like I hate running. I hate running too. Like I like the weightlifting part of it.
Also, I'm just like, it's not safe.
Okay, it is safe.
No, it's not. Like if you're a newbie, you like walk in and they're like, okay, we're doing power snatches. And
well,
like,
yeah, but
what is that? And then they like do a little demo of like 2 minutes tops, and they're like, oh my god, you're so good at it, and it's just like.
But that's the issue is not with CrossFit itself. The issue is with the instructors.
Yeah, the instructors.
The issue is that new people need to like learn basic like movements before they can start doing other things. Like when like for example, when I have a client and their squats look like shit, we don't just keep squatting. We fix what's going on and then we go back to it. Like we don't, and that takes time.
Yeah.
Like that really does take time. Like, so yeah, I did CrossFit for a bit, and then I started doing like more sports performance when I was like end of high school and then in college. So probably like 17 to 19, I was like all sports performance based, like just training for soccer. Cause I was trying to play like not intramural soccer, club soccer. So like at UNM, they had club soccer because the soccer program got shut down. So they had club soccer. So it was paid for by UNM, but it didn't compete in normal like college conferences. It competed in like sub conferences. So like, you know how you have like Major League Soccer? Let's pretend that's like regular college soccer. I played like minor league. Okay. So it's like we still played like Grand Canyon University, but we played other like universities that didn't have like a main team. And the team was just kind of like whoever was a student that could make the team kind of like got on. Like you didn't have to have like stellar grades or stuff like that. So like it was kind of just like for shits and giggles, but then I had too many concussions. So I had to quit playing. And so I did more of the sports performance there. And then I really got into like power building for like a good amount of time. Like just when I would go to the gym, I'd do power exercises. So I would do like snatches, cleans, stuff like that. I'd do like power exercises. And because the coach I was working with at the time, Kirk, which I think by far, I think Kirk has been the best coach that I've worked with in terms of programming. Like Kirk, if you're watching this, your programming is elite, like the best. Like, so we would always do like sport-based power movements before strength, and then we would do accessory movements after. So
Okay.
like we would do like med ball slams or like broad jumps with, snatches or something like that. And then we would do like strength. So then we would do heavy deadlifts, and then we would go into like accessory movements. So like lat pull downs, bicep curls. Like we would do like power so that I stayed athletic. And then we would do strength. So I got strong. And then we would do bodybuilding for the size. So it was like a power building hypertrophy type of thing. It was a lot of fun. I had a ton of fun with it. And that's when I was probably the healthiest. That's probably when I hit most my PRs. Actually, I think I hit more of my PRs when I started focusing more on bodybuilding. But like, that's when I felt the best. Like, I'd be fucked up right now. Like, my body hurts. Like, bodybuilding is not friendly to my body. And at the same time, too, I don't take the best care of my body.
Yeah.
And like do the things I needed to. Like when I was 18, 19 doing that, I was literally getting body work done once a week. I was like coming into the gym early. I was rolling out. I was doing my mobility and stuff like that. It was because it was in my program. Mm-hmm. So I always just came in and followed my program. Then I like left, and I ate, plenty of good food. I was in college. Actually, I ate like shit, to be honest. And then I switched more over to bodybuilding in like probably like October 2019, because I was like, you know what, I want to go compete in summer shredding, which was going to be June 2020, but then COVID hit. Yeah. So then, I started just increasing my calories. At one point, I was like force feeding so much food.
You were fluffy.
I was fluffy, but I was fluffy because I was drinking a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
I was drinking my calories. And I mean, it was the depressive time during COVID.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone drank in quarantine, not going to lie.
Well, especially in New Mexico, because there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do besides start beef on social media and get fucking plastered at 11 a.m. and hang out with a bunch of losers that were also what we called friends. That was not a good time in my life, for sure. But I mean, you have to have those times to know what times you don't want to have. Yeah. Like you have to have the down, like the low experiences in your life, so that way when you hit a high, you never want to go back down to a low. Mm-hmm. Because those low experiences are a high for you. You know what I mean? But you just don't know it until you get out of those experiences. So, but yeah, so then I got more into the bodybuilding and got a little bit bigger, and then competed at the show, was way too small. But that first prep that I did, I was definitely a lot more dialed in that first prep that I did in 2020 compared to the one I did in 2021. Yeah. Like last year's prep, I was just chaotic. It was all over the place. We were moving. We were like...
There was just a lot going on, I feel like.
I was just way too distracted. So yeah, that's kind of like how I got into it though. And then, we met when I was doing my first prep. Mm-hmm. And then we really just kind of invested into the gym together, because so pretty much after we met, we only really hung out with each other. Yeah. Like all of our friends kind of just like up and ditched us.
Disappeared. But
literally within I think within 3 months of us like meeting and hanging out, we kind of, like we lost all those friends. Yeah. Which really fucking sucks. But at the same time too, it's like, it just goes to show that some people are in your life for a certain amount of time, and you never know how long those people are going to be in their life. They're meant to be in your life for a certain reason, but they're not always meant to stay. Yeah. And that's with everyone. That's with everything. And so like sometimes when things just go away and you lose friends that aren't supposed to be there anymore, I always like to think it's like always for a reason. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, which is definitely true, because those friends, now looking back at it, is like, wow, those people kind of held us back a little bit. Yeah. In the sense of just like, they weren't pushing us to be better, and they weren't supportive of the things that we were doing.
Mm-hmm. That's also true.
Everyone has friends like that. Kind of sucks. Yeah. But the sooner you get those friends out of your life, like the easier things become. Like your friends should, if they're friends, I think that's the difference. It should be family, not friends. Like your friends should be like your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you don't go behind other people's backs and start talking shit about them for no reason. So I don't know. That's its own thing. But yeah, and then we came down here, and I think that we really started taking things a lot more serious.
Yeah. And we got like more. Well, by the time we moved here, we were already sponsored by Inaka.
Yeah.
Which was another. You guys wanted to know about like how that happened and all that good stuff.
I know, because I feel like everyone's like, because Inaka's a big brand.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone like will like look at our page and be like, how the fuck these guys get sponsored by Inaka?
But in all honesty, I really feel like it's just who we are that like gravitated them towards us.
So kind of how this all started is the post that got their attention was the one that we did, the first video that blew up in May. Yeah, the one where Alyssa was hack squatting, and I'm sure everyone's seen this video. It has like 18 million views or something like that. Like it was everywhere. It was all over Twitter. Like it was, for a while, it was literally blowing up.
Yes.
And it was the weirdest thing because everyone was like, oh, this was staged and this and that. And if you watch the video, it definitely was not. Like she was literally
really wasn't, because like,
unless you know how to fake cry.
No.
Which if that's the case.
For Nick, he always wants us to like submit training videos. So basically that's what I was doing. And I had like one more set. And this one comes over here and it's like, oh my God, I like another plate. Like you could do it, you're fine. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like,
yeah, she was only doing 2 plates.
And so like he was like, I was already recording, and I just like, another plate makes a huge difference. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so you were doing 3 plates on the hack squat, which that's fucking impressive.
Yeah.
By the way. And yeah, I saw her and I like was like, here, like well, normally your headphones are in, and normally I record on my phone so that way she can listen to music.
Because I have to have music. I just have to have music.
But I found a way to record on your phone without having to pause your music or like screen record or do some dumb shit.
You're gonna have to show me that.
I'll have to show that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so usually I would just record on my phone and then I'd send it to her and she'd do it. So I was recording on my phone, and usually like if I record her set, like, or sometimes she would come grab me a lot, especially during prep. She'd be like, hey, watch my form, or hey, like, see how this looks. And I would always be like, you're only doing 225 on deadlifts? Come on, you can go heavier than that. Like, I've seen you pull heavier. And she'd be like, well, it's for like 4. And I'm like, so? I don't care. So how many reps were you supposed to do on that hack squat video? Like, I think you were supposed to do like 6, right?
I think like 10.
Yeah, like 6 or 7, or like, I mean, something like that, like not very many. And then I came over there and I was just like yelling at you. But what I did, like, I don't know. So the reason I shared it on my TikTok is because I was like, wow, this was like, because the emotions that I had during that video was just like I was so proud of you, but at the same time too, I was like, damn, like I pushed her to a lot, and I wanted to share it as like, yo, like this is what it should look like when you're pushing and supporting someone else. Like when you're working out with someone else, this is what it should look like. And so I wanted to like share that. And that's why I literally just captioned the video, like, watch this video.
Yeah.
That's it. And it started getting some traction and stuff like that, which I had maybe like 4,000 followers on TikTok at the time. And it was because of an old.
Like 8,000.
No, it was really low. I think it was only like 4,000.
It was a lot.
Did I have a decent amount?
Yeah.
I had a few, and it was because I made a video with my nephew like during quarantine that went viral for no reason. And then I never really touched my TikTok again until I started hanging out with Alyssa, and I literally recorded that, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post this on TikTok.
Next day we woke up, his phone was like,
my phone was like literally blowing up.
Your phone was like, it was almost dead because of like how long it was like blowing up from like all the notifications and stuff.
Yeah, it was literally like the next morning because I posted that during the day, and then I didn't even, because like sometimes TikTok doesn't send you notifications until like a video starts kind of like getting some traction. So like I wasn't getting notifications, and then like all morning I woke up and I was like, oh damn, that video must be doing well.
We were also getting notifications like on Instagram. We were getting people texting us because like people were posting on Twitter, and I was like, I don't really have a Twitter. I deleted it.
Yeah, same.
So I was like, what the heck? Like I remember just like waking up. I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh my God, our video went viral. And he's like, what? And he's like, oh my God.
And I think at the time that we woke up, it only had like 50,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, which was a lot for us.
For us, we were like, oh my God, like what the fuck? And so literally, I think by the end of the day, I was at 10,000 followers. I think I had gotten 2,000 followers. I had gotten like 50 Instagram followers. And I was like, this is crazy. And so then we were like, okay, well, let's make more videos, because we were kind of like, we have some traction. And so we just started recording some more stuff like that. And by the end, and then within 24 hours within it being up, we were at 1 million views.
Yeah.
And I was like, it gained traction fast. Like every time I refreshed my TikTok, there was like over 100 notifications like on TikTok. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then we were getting DMs from like brands and stuff like that. And I was like, this is crazy. And like, we literally like sat there and we were just like, oh my gosh. And we got so consumed with just making content. Like, okay, well, wow. Like we felt the responsibility of just like, oh my gosh. So we were going live, we were doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And it just kept going. It just kept going and going and going. And that it's like we caught a wave and we just kind of kept going with it. We were like, okay, people want to see more of like us. Well, actually, no, even before that video, I had a couple other videos that were blowing up too. Remember that one I made as like a joke about you? I made
Michael B. Jordan one.
Yeah, I made some joke that she only liked black guys.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did one just like hyping her up, just like a bunch of pictures and stuff
People
like
were
that.
so mad that he literally showed my butt when I was just like, it's just a butt.
I literally like one of the video that the sound got taken down. So I think that video got removed. But the video I did, it was just like, it's like My Chick Bad by Ludacris. And I just put a bunch of pictures up and I was just like, I don't know, I was just making TikToks for fun on the plane ride home from Denver. And this was a couple of days before the big one blew up. And I was just having some fun. And I was like, oh, and I put like a picture of her in like a bikini.
No, it wasn't even bikini. I was like, I had like the Alphalete like long sleeve crop or whatever. And I was like in my underwear.
Oh, yeah.
And I just posted a picture like that.
I put it at the end because I was like, oh, you know, if people watch till the end, they're going to see that picture. And I literally put it in there for clout. And I showed her.
Yeah, he literally showed me. And I was like, yeah, dude, like, I don't care. Like, it's literally,
it was literally like,
yeah. It was literally like the side of my leg. It wasn't even like my full butt, I don't think.
No, it was your full ass cheeks.
Was it?
Literally.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, because I remember posting because I was like, damn, her ass is fucking massive. Let's flex this shit. Well, because, okay, let's be honest.
Oh,
guys,
no, it was because everyone thought it was like nude leggings. Yeah.
Well, yeah, guys get traction on TikTok if they're like just madly attractive and hit, you know, the For You page of a bunch of girls.
And girls get, like, if they're like in bikinis dancing.
It makes
no sense. People just be mad for no reason.
Well, for guys to blow up on TikTok, they need to be doing corny shit, like stupid
thirst
shit.
traps, and it's just
no,
like,
not even thirst trap, just stupid shit.
Thirst traps, I feel like.
No, okay, like for fitness, guys to blow up in fitness have to be doing stupid shit.
We're getting sidetracked again.
Corny stuff.
Okay, anyways, so I feel like we got our sponsorship also because like I was wearing knee sleeves from like this influencer, which those knee sleeves were a freaking headache.
You got them from Caroline Mahoney. Right?
We're exposing people.
Well, yeah. I mean, like that. Well, because that product came from Europe, and you got it for Christmas.
I didn't even get it till like.
It was like 2 months for shipping.
No, it was like 3 months. My mom was like, "Okay, I honestly don't think they're gonna send this. Like, I'm sorry." And then they ended up.
They just randomly
arriving.
got delivered. Yeah, but it was a long time.
It was just a headache.
But she was wearing those knee sleeves on the video during the hack squad.
Yeah, but I was wearing my Inaka belt that you got me for Christmas, and people kept asking where the knee sleeves were from. And honestly, they're not like the best knee sleeves. So I was like, don't like get these, from Inaka.
And we would literally say that. We'd respond to comments and be like, they're from this brand, but honestly, we recommend Inaka because I had a bunch of Inaka stuff and I had just gotten her a bunch of Inaka stuff for Christmas. And she's like, was like falling in love with the brand. And we both, like, I already had some of the stuff because I watched, like Shali's YouTube and I watched Christian's YouTube. So I kind of got her into it. And so, she had like the knee sleeves and stuff. So we would comment stuff like that. And we would always tag them in it. So they probably had a bunch of notifications of like at Inaka Power because we always tagged them in it. And that video was literally blown up. Like Gymshark commented on it. And we had like big brands like commenting on it and stuff like that. And so we just kind of kept literally for probably like the next 2-3 weeks after that prepping for the show. We were just, our goal was like 3 TikToks a day. We were just like, let's just make a bunch of content. Like we started we would sit down and like strategize like our videos being like, okay, let's record this and this when we go to the gym. Like we started doing a bunch of stuff and then we did the date ideas, like the gym trend that was going on at the time. And it was just like, okay, like date idea for the gym. And we wore matching crew necks from Inaka because I got her them
in New Mexico
Christmas.
in like 100 degrees. It was fine though.
It was actually kind of cool at the time. But yeah, we were wearing matching crew necks and we would coordinate our outfits. We wouldn't match, but we would like coordinate our outfits. Yeah, so we would both wear the same top, but then different colored bottoms or something like that. And we started doing that. And then Inaka was like, oh, they commented on our video and they were like, we'd love to send you guys a package. And we literally like freaked out.
Yeah.
I was like running around screaming. I was so excited.
I was like, what?
I was like, what?
I'm over here thinking the worst because he's over here like just like panicking. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I'm so
yeah.
lost.
I literally screamed. I was like, no fucking way. And I was like, I threw my phone and I was jumping up and down. She was like, what is going on? And I was like, Inaka commented like that. And they were like, DM us. And I was like, oh shit. So like, I messaged them right away.
Yeah.
And then like I just kept checking my phone. I was like, did they see it?
I feel like Inaka is like the only brand that we actually wanted to get sponsored by too, because like we talked about it, like what if we got, or you know, like someone were to offer us a sponsorship, like Gymshark or something like that. Like that's not like a company we love and like wear and represent. So it's like, why are we just gonna get a sponsorship when we don't even like?
Well, it was Inaka and
like
Alphalete. Like that's why we were doing Summer Shredding, is because we wanted the Alphalete sponsorship.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we talked to some of the people that had been sponsored by Alphalete before, like that one from Summer Shredding.
Can't really expose them that much, but
yeah, but they just said that like it wasn't the best experience.
Yeah.
And we were just like, like, is it really worth like? And at the time, it was just kind of like, and also like, Alphalete makes great clothes. They make great leggings and stuff like that. But like, to us, I don't know.
it's not like an
to me, it's just like,
I mean,
like I don't get excited about it.
It is an everyday wear, but it's like
I don't get excited
Inaka
about
is
it.
something that you can wear with just like jeans, or like you can go out to a club and you could be wearing Inaka. Like,
well, like I would,
you can't really do that with like gym
for like
wear.
the Inaka drops before, like way back when we like for Christmas and stuff like that. Like I was on Inaka's website, like on Black Friday, on the night that it dropped, like waiting to get items, because like I would get excited about their stuff. Like Alphalete was just kind of like, you know, like I need another pair of joggers.
First, then it kind of died down because it's like the shipping, all that stuff.
Yeah, they started having bad issues with distribution and stuff like that. But yeah, so we were really excited about that. And then they sent us a package, but we never ended up getting it because we
were moving.
We were moving, yeah. So we moved, and then we got down here, and I kind of kept bugging him about it. I was like, "Yo, you guys said you were gonna send us a package and stuff like that."
And I feel so bad for
I know, I was bugging Ant. Well, I didn't know who it was at the time that was running. Oh no, actually, they told me to DM Ant. So yeah, I DM'd Ant, and I was like, "Yo, like, you just sent us a package, and like you said you were gonna send us one and whatever." And so I kind of kept bugging him, and then we got down here to Houston, and we
were leaving for the gym, and UPS pulls up.
Yeah, with a
and I
big
was
old
like,
package.
I think that might be ours. And so like we all get out of the car, we run up to him, and he's like, we're like, "Is this for Joe?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like
grabbed it. We ran back upstairs.
Are you guys sponsored by Inaka? And we're like, not yet, but hopefully. And we just like ran away with the box in our car.
It was literally a big box, yeah. And we went upstairs. We like opened it up, pulled out all the stuff, and they sent us belts, knee sleeves, wraps, shirts, shorts. We were like, oh my gosh, like we were so excited. And we only had a few items because like during the drops, like everything would sell out so quick.
Yeah.
And we always tried to get like, you know, we always tried to get stuff, and we were on a budget at the time, so we got as much as we could. But like they sent us a whole bunch. We were like, oh my gosh. And so we made a video for it. We made like a try on video. We put it on TikTok, and we had, how many followers did we have at the time? We had like 100,000 TikTok followers, I think. And I was like, yo, everyone, please, like, I posted it on TikTok. I posted it on Instagram. We did a photo shoot on Instagram. I got a photographer to do a photo shoot. And I was like, we posted a picture, and we did an Inaka gift card giveaway. We were like, yo, all you have to do is tag Inaka and tag Ant in the comments.
DM it,
yeah. You had to tag Inaka, tag Ant in the comments. And then we did one on TikTok. And then we literally were like, DM Ant. And anyone that was like, yo, that's so sick that you got a package, we were like, go DM Ant. We were like sending his Instagram to everyone. Like,
it was so bad. His phone was probably just blowing up.
No, he told us, like, when we went to the Alpha Land grand opening, because we were talking about like sponsorships and stuff like that. And he was like, my phone was literally blowing. Like, he was like, it would not stop like dinging. And he was like, yo, what the fuck? And because we were like calling, like texting our friends, we were like, yo, DM Ant, tell us, like, tell him to secure the bag. And he said that he had like so many messages. So like, to me in my head, I was like, okay, probably 20 people have probably texted him. Yeah. He was like, dude, you have no idea how many DMs I fucking got, how many people that were like commenting and stuff like that. And he goes, and literally within that day that we posted that giveaway, probably like 4 or 5 hours later, he DM'd me on Instagram, and he was like, yo, your followers better show up like this for your code. And I was like, and I fucking screamed. I threw my phone, and we were just so excited. And we went out to Torchy's to celebrate. And I was like, we just got fucking sponsored by Inaka. And it was crazy because I didn't even have 3,000 Instagram followers.
I literally
you barely had like
2,000, I think.
Yeah, we were so small of an account, and it was just like, yo, that's like crazy. And then within a couple days, they did a restock, and Ant texted us and was like, yo, we're doing a restock on the Teddy Tees. He was like, let's see how much noise you guys make. And so we did a gift card giveaway for that. And we kept just kind of doing gift card giveaways. And we got a ton, like within 3-4 days, like we got our commission from that first month. And I was like, I have no idea like what to compare this to, because like this is our first sponsorship. Yeah. And so I asked Marco at the gym, I was like, yo, like, can I ask you, like, you know, like this is how much we made. Is that good? He was like, for like how many days? I was like, that was like 4 days. He was like, yo, that's fucking good. He was like, well, how many Instagram followers do you have? And I was like 2,700. He was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's dope. And so then that gave me a lot of confidence. And then from there, we just kept like, we were like, all right, let's just blast the content. And we always watched, you know, like I'd say more so with like Alfleet and stuff like that. We always watched other people do like sponsorships or like do videos, like advertising the companies that they were with. And we'd always be like, oh, some of the videos cringy.
Are just like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like a quick video they do. They don't really like put any thought into it, and they don't look like they're enjoying what they're doing.
Well, like for me, I think that there's a difference between being an influencer and creating content. Like influencers is just like, yo, this is something I take, use my code if you want to get it. It's kind of just like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Only certain influencers, not everyone.
No, not everyone, but I'm just saying like a lot of people just are code pushers. You're like a walking billboard. And like at the end of the day, we always said that we wanted to be like,
I honestly didn't want to be an influencer, honestly, and I don't really even see myself as an influencer. But I feel like just being being yourself and just being someone, you know, where people gravitate to, I feel like helps a lot.
Well, the content that we make,
I feel like people want to be able to connect.
Well, yeah, but the content that we make is not like, it's not like influencer content in a sense. Like we don't I hate influencers that do skits. That drives me nuts. Like, especially skits that you're like, you know, this is a skit, or when they lie about certain shit, like asking this random girl for her number at the gym. And I'm like, you guys are dating. She's all over your Instagram. Like, you're not fooling anyone. But that's the thing, is it gets views. And we were always just like, we always talked about it, and we were like, we're not going to resort to that. Like I hate posting like cringy stuff. Like sometimes we'll post videos that we're like, this is kind of like a little bit cringy, but then we'll watch it. We'll be like, honestly, it's kind of funny. Like we'll follow trends. We'll do trends and stuff like that, but we never did like the skits or
never did any like TikTok dancing.
Yeah, we never did like TikTok dances. Like we kind of just do our own thing. Like, okay, hey, how can we take this trend and turn it into like us being swollemates and us being like a gym couple? Because like we are that couple that matches to the gym, and we don't care. And it's like, we don't do it for the views. We do it because like we genuinely, like, we've always done that. We've always matched or like color coordinated. We've always matched our outfits. We've always worked out together. Like, it's not something that we did just for clout. It's something that like we've always kind of done. So like we were very genuine, and Ant definitely said that, is like, you know, when they look for people for the brand, they were just like, we want someone that creates genuine content, stuff like that. That's why Marco does so well, because the content that he creates is like all his own. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's why like Sush does so well, is because like he literally created his own style of content. Like, this content he made when he was first blowing up was like hilarious. It was funny. It was like entertaining. Like,
yeah, and then everyone tried to be him.
Yeah, everyone, honestly,
and it's just like
Sush set the game.
Yeah,
honestly, like he changed the game, and he also just kind of like set what it, you know, had to be. Like, I've never seen someone with such a big influence over another group of people. Mm-hmm. Literally, he got his own parking spot at Alphaland. I know. Because all of his followers wouldn't stop DMing Christian, like, Sushi's his own spot for his Lambo. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah. That's so funny. Like, he showed up to the gym to just give out some of his free clothes, or some of his clothes, like extra clothes that he had. Yeah, a minute later, like, it was gone. Because like James was out there, and James posted the same thing. And I was like, I don't even see him out here. He was like, just pulled up. And it was like 1 minute ago. He was like, yo, bro, everything's gone. I was like, that's fucking nuts. That's crazy. So yeah, those guys have a big influence, but no, that's something that we did for sure. And that's why, like, with our photo shoots, I feel like sometimes, you know, people look at us at the gym like, what the fuck are these people doing here with like these photo shoots? But like, the photo shoots that we do, we love to get super creative with them. Yeah. Like the Halloween photo shoot, I don't know if you guys saw that one, but the Halloween photo shoot, we We did the pumpkin trend.
So like, yeah, we did the TikTok pumpkin trend, but made it like our own kind of.
Yeah, like we carved little heads with the pumpkin, and you know, put them on our heads and stuff like that. And we did that photo shoot, and that was like Alyssa and I, we came up with that together. We were just like, oh, yo, what if we, because these shirts are, you know, these Inaka shirts are Halloween themed. We're getting pictures tomorrow at the gym for content for the drop. Like, why don't we just put these pumpkin heads on? Like, that'll look so sick. And LT was like, dude, this is such a dope idea.
Yeah.
And so then every drop since the Halloween one was kind of like, okay,
Just
how
add,
can
like,
we
our own
theme
little
it?
thing to it.
Yeah, like how can we have a theme or get creative with it? So like for the Valentine's drop that you guys saw, you know, we did the...
Well, it's not necessarily Valentine's drop for Power Season.
Like the 009?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the shirts are like kind of like Valentine's theme. Like they have roses and stuff. So we use rose petals as like props and stuff like that. Like for Christmas, like for the Black Friday sale, like I dressed up as like a Santa Claus type of looking thing.
Yeah, that was funny.
And we did like stuff like that. So like we like to do like theme stuff and get like creative with it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what makes us unique. You know what I mean? Like we go to kind of like those extreme levels, kind of do that. And we have a lot of fun when we do it. And that's why we do it.
Yeah.
Like I love being creative and doing it and stuff like that. Alyssa just kind of goes with the flow, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually kind of tell you like kind of what we want to do there.
Yeah, I
like
usually
that.
come up with ideas. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I love that. Let's do that.
But yeah, so that's how we kind of got the gig with Inaka. And,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, we just kind of caught a wave and just kind of kept that wave going. And then since then, like, I mean, with you guys' support, we've been able to, you know, continue to make an impact with their company and kind of, you know, do that stuff. And like I said, you know, Ant definitely was like, you know, they didn't know like how to work it, like where we would both be sponsored. They're like, you know, we'd never done something like that where we had like a couple get sponsored and type of thing like that. And he was like, honestly, with the amount that my phone was blowing up, like he was like, I want to give it a chance. And then after he gave us a code and you guys used that code so much that like, he was just like, oh yeah, like for sure. And so, so we've been really blessed to be with that team and great opportunity. And we love the team and it's awesome. Like we always see,
so nice, so kind.
We always see Shali and Ant and stuff like that at the gym. They're always really nice to us. They always come say what's up and stuff like that, which is really cool. So, so yeah, we've loved being a part of it. So, I mean, what advice would you give someone that if they wanted to get like a sponsorship with a company, what advice would you give them? Because I mean, like Ghost reached out to us, but we were also just kind of like at the same time, we were kind of like we use Ghost products and we thought about it and we were like, oh yeah, because Ghost was kind of like, yeah, like we want to see you guys use our products a little bit more. Like,
I don't know. I feel like I see people that are like sponsored by like all these like different companies just for like the code. And it's like they don't even like actually, you know, invest in it and they're not like passionate about it. It's just like, oh, a quick buck, a quick code. And they're like, yeah, you can do that, but you can only get so far with that. Like if you're not like truly invested in the company and involved in the company, then it's like, why is someone going to use your code?
Just because you have a code with a company doesn't mean you make money with that company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like influencers are marketing tools for a company. So a company's not going to keep you if you're not bringing in money.
Yeah.
That's just like, it doesn't make sense. Like if you're not generating revenue for that company, there's no reason for them to keep you. Right. And so at the end of the day, like, especially with supplement companies, like it's so easy to be like to take all their products and be
ambassador.
Like, yeah, no, it's so easy to take a company's products and be like, yo, like you guys gotta try this. This should change my life and this and that. And this is the best pre-workout and this and that. And it's like, honestly, like, I don't know. That's why, like, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, you know, especially like with supplements, like one company that I always see everyone pushing is like Huge Supplements. Have you seen them?
No.
On TikTok, they're like mostly male influencers that are pushing their products and stuff like that. But they do like the stuff that's like, they're like SARMs, but they're not SARMs, but like they push like the fat burners and stuff like that. And all their athletes are always like, yo, like I'm not on steroids, but this supplement I take is helped me gain like 10 pounds a month. Like they just spread a bunch of bullshit. And I don't know. For me, like I could never really do that ever.
Yeah.
Like cause we've had supplement companies reach out to us and we're just kind of like, I've never had this company's products. That doesn't really excite me. I don't like what the company really stands for. So like, we just don't respond.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, if a company came along, cause honestly, like right now, I don't even take
I don't take anything.
I'd say
except for like greens and creatine. That's it.
But the one company that we do like is we've been using our friend's brand, Push Power.
Yeah.
Our friend Jess, she launched pre-workout and she let us try some. And honestly, I got a good fucking pump out of it. And so I was just like, that's kind of how I am. Like I find something and I'm like, this is a solid pre-workout, a solid pump or whatever. And I just use it until like I find something else that I think is like better. So I've been using her stuff for
a long time.
A couple months now. Yeah, probably like 3-4 months now. And I love it. Like the flavor's really good. And the other thing too is just like, and we're not even sponsored by them, but I'm just saying like that's like a company that we like, supplement wise.
Inaka's coming out with their own supplements.
I'm excited for Inaka supplements. Honestly, you didn't get a chance to try them, did you?
No.
I tried them. They're good. I'm excited. I want to test it out for sure, like with a workout and see like how it tastes. Like, well, I mean the taste is good, but like how the actual like pre-workout hits. Yeah, the performance hits. Yeah. But I'm excited. I mean, Inaka kills everything. Like
they do.
You know, their shirt designs and everything like that, like are all spot on. So I don't doubt that these supplements are going to change the game for sure. And a lot coming with Inaka this year for sure. We'll just leave it at that.
To the moon.
To the moon. Super exciting. But yeah, so like, I mean, for everyone out there kind of like, you know, wanting to get sponsored and stuff like that, like just be genuine, just be you. That was a big thing that I struggled with prior to that video blowing up. Was I struggled being comfortable with who I was and the content that I wanted to post. Like I always felt like I had to fit in with like a certain niche. Like for me, the content I've always posted like has always been like cool creative photo shoots. Like even before we moved out here, I always did photo shoots with people back home, and I loved getting creative with photo shoots and doing cool stuff and like just finding unique ways to take pictures and like turning a gym picture instead of just like flexing, but like making it art. Like, I don't know, that's what I've always kind of done. And so even like when it comes to like content, like I said, just like content that I enjoy posting. So like Alyssa and I both go through waves with like, especially like with TikTok, where we'll be like having so much fun doing it, because like when it's a chore or when it's like a job that you have to like, where you're not excited about doing it, like it really takes it out of it. Like there's no, without the passion being in there. So like Alyssa and I, we love doing like the couples comedy stuff. We love doing relationship tips. Like we love doing like, you know, like I would say our TikTok is not even like super fitness associated. I'd say more of our Instagram is more like fitness focused. Just like
us.
It's more just like us being ourselves. Like we're like, we've had other influencers comment on our stuff in the past. This was like, you know what I'm talking about, but like back in May, like just saying that our shit is corny and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what? I enjoy posting it. People get a laugh out of it. We have people that message us like, love the tips that you and Alyssa post about relationships and this and that. You know, we definitely like, you know, we look up to you guys and this and that. And for us, that's all we want, right? We don't, that's all we want out of it. And that's what we want to use the platform for, is to inspire and to motivate other people. It's not to get clout or I want 1 million followers and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, we're here to inspire, push, and motivate other people. And we use that platform to do that, right? Mm-hmm. And so we've really been focusing a lot on like couple stuff. And that's why we started this podcast was, you know, like we don't make money out of this podcast. This podcast doesn't, this is for fun. Like I had a dream of kind of like starting this podcast and talk about stuff that like issues that Alyssa and I have gone through, or things that we've talked about, or things that we've always wanted to voice and say, and just having a platform to kind of do that.
Yeah. And I feel like it's a good way for you guys to connect with us and see who we are and not just see us for like 15 seconds on a screen.
100%. Yeah, exactly. Like we want to be able to communicate and like talk openly. And like, I mean, as you guys kind of saw like earlier, we were kind of like arguing, kind of going back and forth, and like we want to like show that side of things. Like we've always 100% been super transparent about everything. Mm-hmm. Like even when I even posted a YouTube video, like when I came out about using steroids, like prepping for the show. And, you know, because I never wanted to be someone that was just like, oh yeah, like, no, like I'm natty, bro. Like oh my God, that drives me
honestly nuts. No one even cares.
No one cares. But at the same time too, like,
no one cares.
Well, cause I bodybuild. I'm not doing it. I'm not an influencer. I'm a bodybuilder. Right. And I think that's the difference. But yeah, no, like be genuine, like post the things that you want to post. Like if you want to make funny videos, make funny videos. Like who cares what other people think?
Be yourself.
Right. Like, yeah, just be yourself. Like post the stuff that you want to post, motivate other people. I think at the end of the day, if you're helping people become better versions of themselves, you're on the right track. Yeah. I think that's it.
For me, I feel like I've always not been myself. like I've just always just been me, Alyssa, like just the quirky, weird girl that stutters when she talks or just like gets her English wrong. I've just always been myself with my content. I've never, tried to be someone that I'm not and like push content that's not me and that doesn't fit who I am. And I feel like because of that and like being very transparent and being open, about prep, about life, about my boobs, about everything, I feel like that just gravitated a lot of, women towards me. And I feel like it's so weird. So like when Alpha Land opened up, I remember I was like sitting down eating a rice cake, just chilling on my break. And like, people walk up to me or girls walk up to me like, oh my God, like I know you from like TikTok. And I'm just like mid rice cake. And I'm like, oh, hi, like what's up? And they're like, oh, let's take a picture. And then that to me, I was just like, wow, like I'm an influencer, but I don't feel like an influencer. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that I would call us more content creators than like an influencer. You know what I mean? Like, we're online coaches. Like this is not what we do full time. Like we do this as kind of like it's one of our jobs. Like we have to make content and stuff like that, but we do it for fun. And it's like, the world doesn't end if we don't make, a video today or something like that. And that's what's nice. And, we're blessed to be in this position because of you guys, the support that we receive from you guys specifically. So, for sure. But yeah, no, just being genuine is huge. And that's something I've always respected about you for sure. Is because like in the past I've been like, babe, just post a picture like this. Like you'll get a ton of followers from this and this and that.
Yeah,
and like always encourage her to post like thirst traps and stuff like that. Well, more so for me, but like for other people too. But yeah, like I've always kind of encouraged her to like do this, do that. And she's just like, no, like that's not me. That's not who I am. Like I don't want to post that or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like that's fine. And that's just kind of what we do. So that's something I've always really respected about you. It's just like, you're always kind of like yourself.
Myself always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, 100% always trying to be like transparent. And that's what I think helps people kind of like blow up and like get to that next level. It's just them being themselves. Like post whatever the fuck you want to post. Like,
cause I feel like if you're not yourself and you're just someone else,
you can read through that.
Yeah. And it can also attract the wrong people.
Yeah. At the same time too, like you want to attract the right following. You want to attract people that support you.
Yeah.
Not just people that are going to like, you want people that fuck with your content. You don't want people that are just like, cause
they follow you, but then they don't support you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which, yeah, like that's not what you want.
That happens too. Like it is what it is. Like it's going to happen, but like you don't want, that to be like happening all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up here, honestly. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for listening and watching.
Shop by Inaka Power. Use code swollemates to support us.
Yes.
And yeah, we will see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.